Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is January 2nd, 2023, and it's reported that Joan Laporta is still in Dubai looking for new investors. Also, Barcelona have reached an agreement with Lucas Bergvall and his agent. And finally, Palmeiras have received a 52 million euro offer for Estevao Willian, or otherwise known as Messinho. We have a lot to discuss. So let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo and it is January 2nd, 2024, the second day of this new year. I wish all of you a happy new year and hopefully 2024 will bring you a lot more blessings and health than 2023 did. Now today I will be making two videos since I did take the day off yesterday for the New Year's. So be on the lookout for the second video, which I should be uploading in a few hours. Having said that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps the channel continue to grow. And of course, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the gift bag. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you head to Bet Us. Both links are down below in the description. Now let's start with the news because it's reported that the Barcelona president, Joan Laporta, is still in Dubai looking for new investors for Barcelona. Now, as I reported previously, Joan Laporta had traveled a few days ago to United Arab Emirates so he could look for new investors to supplement Barcelona's income since the club did not receive the 40 million euros that they were supposed to receive from the German investment fund Libero. And also, as I reported, Barcelona are currently preparing a lawsuit against the German investment fund for not paying those 40 million euros that they were supposed to pay for the purchase of Barca Vision, or as it was formerly known, Barca Studios. Now, Barcelona need to supplement their income, those 40 million euros that they didn't receive from Libero, by either finding a new investor to buy the percentage of Barca Vision that Libero were supposed to purchase, or by looking for new sponsors to, again, replace those 40 million euros that they didn't receive, because Barcelona need this money in order to meet the viability plan that they presented to La Liga in the summer, because if they don't, they could receive some penalties from the Spanish league. So Joan Laporta is still hard at work despite being the holidays at the club, still looking for new investors and new sponsors, again, to make up for the 40 million euros that Barcelona did not receive from the German investment fund, which Barcelona will be suing pretty shortly. Now, speaking of Barcelona, this was an interesting image that I came across on social media, but it's been released. The annual table of 2023. If you don't know what the annual table is, it's pretty much how clubs performed in the top 5 leagues during the entire of 2023. So this is not this season. Do not confuse this with this season. This is not 2023-2024 season. This is the annual table for the entire year of 2023. So that includes the second half of last season and the first half of this season. And in the top 5 leagues, which is approximately 100 teams, Barcelona are currently fourth, or they finished the year fourth in fourth place, having played 56 matches, having won 36 of those matches, drew 9 matches, and lost 11 matches, of course, accumulating a total of 117 points. And they're in fourth place, right behind Manchester City, Real Madrid, and Inter Milan. Of course, this table is not necessarily fair, or it's not comparing apples to apples or oranges to oranges, because if you look at Manchester City, for example, they played 66 matches versus Barcelona's 56, so that's a 10-match difference. Of course, that allows Manchester City to accumulate an extra 30 points. Real Madrid played a total of 7 matches more. Inter Milan, they played 5 matches more than Barcelona, so not the most even comparison. But just know that in the grand scheme of things, in the top 5 European leagues, Barcelona finished the year in fourth place, having accumulated 117 points in 56 matches. Now, I would like to hear your opinion. What do you think of this table? Do you think Barcelona are currently performing good when it comes in grand scheme of things on a European level? Do you expect more of Barcelona, or were you surprised to see them in fourth place? I was personally surprised, to be honest. I didn't think Barcelona were doing that much better in the grand scheme of things. But this is including, of course, the second half of last season, which Barcelona did win. But as always, drop your comment down below. Let me know what your opinion is of Barcelona's performance in the top 5 leagues. Now, speaking of Barcelona, of course, we have to talk about Lucas Bergvall, because it's reported that the club have officially reached an agreement with the player and his agent to come to Barcelona. Now, we've talked about Lucas Bergvall in the past. He's a 17-year-old midfielder who currently plays in the Swedish league for the Swedish club Djurgårdens. I hope I said that correctly. He's considered one of the most promising players to come out of the Swedish football. They are calling him the Swedish Pearl or a Swedish Gem, and Barcelona had been tracking him for quite some time. And Barcelona have reached an agreement with the player so he can join the club. Now, the problem is that we still need the green light from his current club, Djurgårdens, which Barcelona have yet to receive. Now, Lucas Bergvall, being the promising player that he is, he had plenty of interest from other clubs, including from Udinese and Inter Milan, and the player was negotiating with those two clubs, but as soon as he heard of the interest from Barcelona, he immediately paused those negotiations because he wants to come to Barcelona, and now he has reached an agreement with Barcelona to join the club. But again, the only problem that stands in the way of this transfer is his current club, Djurgårdens, who have yet to give the green light to this operation. Now, Barcelona made a €4 million offer to Djurgårdens, which was kind of the going rate for the player. That's what Udinese was offering. That's what Inter Milan were offering. It was more close to $5 million, but it's reported that given that Lucas Bergvall has plenty of interest from clubs, Djurgårdens now want €15 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. It's €15 million, 1-5, 3 times what they were willing to receive from Inter Milan or from Udinese. And now that they have more offers for Lucas Bergvall, they have tripled the price of the player, which of course makes this operation nearly impossible for Barcelona, because given the financial fair play, Barcelona cannot pay €15 million for Lucas Bergvall. So for now, this operation will not be proceeding forward despite Barcelona reaching an agreement with the player, unless, of course, Djurgårdens lower their expectations. Now, Barcelona could still sign Lucas Bergvall if Lucas Bergvall continues to insist on only going to Barcelona, that way forcing the hand of his club to negotiate with Barcelona and lower their expectations, because Barcelona have no intentions of paying €15 million for the young player. Now, speaking of players forcing the hand of their clubs, we have to talk about Estevao Willian, or otherwise known as Messinho. As I told you in my previous videos, Messinho is currently coming up with a plan with Barcelona so he can join Barcelona. It's his dream to join Barcelona, and he wants to force Palmeiras' hand to only negotiate with Barcelona by rejecting all the other offers that he currently has from Manchester City, from Manchester United, from Chelsea, from Arsenal, you name it. Plenty of clubs interested in him, all willing to pay his €60 million release clause cash up front. But for now, Messinho is standing firm, rejecting all those offers to force Palmeiras' hands to only negotiate with Barcelona, and that way accept the payment plan that Barcelona are planning to offer to the Brazilian club. Now, the new news is that Palmeiras have now received a €52 million offer for Estevao Willian from Chelsea. And this is news because Chelsea had initially made a €30 million offer cash to Palmeiras. And since Estevao Willian said no, they have now upped their offer to €52 million. And it looks like Chelsea are very adamant and determined on signing the young Brazilian gem. Now, for now, Estevao Willian is still standing firm, still rejecting offers, only wants to go to Barcelona. And as long as the player maintains this stance, then this signing will happen, because after all, many Brazilian media outlets are reporting that the signing of Messinho by Barcelona is only a matter of time. Now, we will end today's video with the news, or talking about Joao Felix, because there are reports stating from reports coming out of reporters who are very close to Xabi Hernandez and his entourage, stating that Joao Felix could be benched against Las Palmas, and what would be kind of a sign from Xabi to the players. Now, for the longest time this season, Xavi has always been coming up with excuses for the players or for the team whenever Barcelona underperformed, saying, you know, the team played well, but it was this, it was that, it was the field, it was the sun, whatever. And then we saw a switch of tone in the last match of the first half of the season where Xavi Hernandez strictly came out, blamed the players, blamed their lack of intensity, their lack of passion, and how disappointed he was in them. We all know how he completely laid into them in the halftime between Barcelona and Almeria, where Xavi Hernandez screamed at the players, was kicking things, was throwing things, was really mad. And we've seen a change of tone of Xavi where he no longer is looking to make up excuses for the players' underperformance. And now he wants to put a more firm hand, more firm attitude. And that includes benching players. And it's reported that the first one that could be benched is Joao Felix against Las Palmas, which is set to be played on January 4th, because Xavi Hernandez is very disappointed in the Portuguese player who's had a very inconsistent season, giving us one good performance and then disappearing for 10 matches. And therefore, it seems that Joao Felix could be the first player to pay for this. We'll see who could be next. Maybe Lewandowski. We'll have to wait and see. But for now, it seems that Xavi Hernandez is looking to bench Joao Felix as a punishment for his underperformance. Anyways, that is all the news for right now. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I will be making another video later on today because I did take the day off yesterday for the new year. So I have too much news to share with you to fit all in one video. I didn't want this video to be, 20, 30 minutes long. So I will be posting another video later today. Be on the lookout for that. And for now, I will end this one thanking you for all your likes, your subscriptions, and your views. Very excited for 2024. Let's continue our momentum. Let's continue growing. And hopefully we can also see our team continue growing. So see you in the next video. And as always, Visca Barça.